to be creating a fortune teller skull look. So right now I'm starting off with the glam side. I'm just doing a regular smoky eye, kind of focusing on the burgundy tones, but I'm making sure that all of the edges and my lower lash line are very, very smoked out, more than I normally would, and I'm bringing the shadow down on my lower lash line. I'm also kind of taking some burnt orange colors and smoking out the edges of the eyeshadow just because I want this to be very dark and grungy looking, and I don't want it to look too perfect. As you can see, I'm really focusing on that lower lash line. I'm taking the purple and dragging it down, and then I'm going to take some orange and drag it down almost like all the way down my cheek. And that's going to kind of make it look a little bit dirty and like you've been out in the sun, and it just kind of really complements this look. All of these shadows that I am using for my eyes are from the Huda Beauty Obsessions collections. Then using a NYX Wonder Pencil, I'm using this because it's easy to wipe off if I make a mistake, but I'm taking this and kind of mapping out where I want the skull and the fortune teller side to meet. I'm also going to be drawing little drips because I kind of want it to be more of like a melted look, and as you can see, it's really easy to wipe off, so it kind of looks crazy right now and like, what are you doing? But you'll see that this really helps because I'm going to create like a melted side on the fortune teller side, and this just maps everything out. The key to this is you want all the drips to be at different lengths, and that's why you see me wiping it off a couple times, because I didn't want it to be too symmetrical, and I want the drips to be different sizes and shapes, and I just don't want it to look too even. This next part kind of cut off a little bit, but I'm using the same pencil to map out the jaw area, and you basically just want to make it look like your cheek is pulled back and it's exposing like where your jaws meet. Then I'm filling in the black part. So for the drips, you obviously want them to be skin color because you want it to look like your skin is melting off. So underneath the drips is where you're going to paint it black, just because you want the skin color part to come forward and the empty space to be black. And that's kind of the whole idea with skulls and just this look in general, is the empty space is going to be black. I'm fading in the black just because I don't want it to stop and be a harsh line, so I'm going to kind of blend it and shade it out. Then I'm going to paint all of the space that I want to bring forward white. So I'm mainly doing this on the skull side. I'm filling in the chin, around where that jawline goes, and kind of the outside of the eye. So I'm just filling all of that in white, and we will do some shading later. Then I'm going to do the eye. I don't want it to be a perfect circle, so I'm making sure that I'm not making it too perfect. I want the edges to be very blurred out, and then I'm just going to fill in the entire eye with black. And I'm also mattifying all of the paint that I put down, the black paint, with black eyeshadow as well. It also kind of fills in any gaps. Then I'm filling in where the jaw area is going to be, and I'm blending in the black and fading it out because I don't want it to be any harsh lines, and I don't want the black to just stop. I want it to fade nicely into the teeth. And then moving on to the teeth, I'm making sure that I paint my lips and everything white, just because that's going to be the background of the teeth. I'm drawing a line through my lips and then down vertically where my teeth would naturally go. That's going to kind of be a guideline. And I'm using black eyeshadow for this because I noticed that black paint is just a little bit too harsh. The eyeshadow allows you to blend and shade a little bit more because you don't want anything to be too harsh. You want the teeth to be not as black as the rest of the face that is painted black, if that makes any sense at all. So So when it comes to drawing teeth, you want to think of Hershey Kiss on the top, and then on the bottom you want to think upside down Hershey's Kiss. So you want the teeth to be different shapes and stuff. You don't want it to be too perfect, but you just want to shade kind of in the shape of a Hershey Kiss, and then you want to blend out the lines so it's not as harsh. And then to make the teeth pop, you want to just fill them in with white paint. The teeth is pretty much the hardest part of this whole look, and I started over with the teeth 3 different times, so just be patient and you'll get the hang of it. Once you do get the hang of it, like, you'll just know how to do it forever. And then I'm just drawing little details above the eyebrow. I'm doing a little crack there. And I'm doing this with black eyeshadow again because I just want to make it a little bit more shaded and not as harsh of a black line. So I'm doing a little crack there, and then underneath the eye I'm going to draw a crack, and then on the chin I'm going to draw a crack as well. Cracks are actually pretty easy. You kind of just want to make sure that there's different shapes and sizes and not straight lines is basically how to draw cracks. And then on the glam side I'm just going to put some black liner in the waterline and then smoke it out. And then I'm also going to do a wing and smoke that out as well. It's been like a really long time since I've done a wing, like definitely over a year. I thought that it needed something else, so underneath the eye I'm going to take some adhesive. You could use eyelash glue or liquid latex, anything that you want. And I'm going to do kind of like a teardrop shape, kind of like you're crying, and then I am going to take some gold flakes. You can find this at any Halloween store, Michael's, whatever, and I'm going to put this kind of in a dripping shape underneath my eye, and then I'm going to take some gold sparkly liner. This is Midnight Cowboy by Urban Decay, and I'm going to drag that out even further and just make it look like my eye is dripping gold. I almost forgot the nose, which is crazy, so I'm just doing a triangle over my nose, nothing crazy. And then to finish off the look, I didn't have like a turban or anything like most fortune tellers wear, so I just got this gold headpiece. I've had this for years. I used to wear it in beauty school because that was like popular then. And then I have this little headband thing that I'm wrapping around the top of my head. Almost looks like a turban, but it's definitely just like a headband, like Hulk Hogan or something. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun creating this, and I will see you in my next one.